Good morning, leadership architect Martha Wilson coming to you this morning. And I'm on a little bit of a soapbox today because I want to talk to you about this concept of the fear of failure. We hear so many coaches, leaders, entrepreneurs talking about this idea that you're going to go for success, you have to overcome the fear of failure. I actually want to help you eliminate fear of failure. I want you to eliminate failure altogether. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, the reason this is such a hot button for me is because the message that we often hear is, go ahead, try something, go for it, go for your goal. When you're stepping up in a bigger way, you either win or you learn. You either live or you learn. And this message we hear over and over and over. Go for it. You'll either get it, you'll either hit the goal, you'll hit the target, or you'll learn something along the way. And here's the reason this drives me absolutely crazy. This message will actually keep highly successful, highly self-accountable people like you stuck. It will keep you stuck in perfectionism. It will keep you stuck in hesitation and limitation and playing small, even though the intent behind that message is to be exactly the opposite. So, what's really going on here? Why does this happen? It all goes back to grade school. Do you remember when you get your test paper back and you've got these big X's over the things that you got wrong? And what happened after that? Maybe you got additional homework. Maybe you had to do it again. Maybe you had to go to study hall or stay after school, or there was some kind of reward that didn't come to you. Because you see, inside our system, the concept of learn, the concept of you win or you learn means there is a lesson. And in that lesson, for so many of us who are highly accountable, highly self-accountable, highly successful people, that message brings with it this inherent sense of punishment. Which means when you go to step out in a bigger way, when you go to direct your action toward that next higher level goal, it's not really the fear of failure that's the issue. It's the fear of the punishment that comes in the lesson that's built into it. And even though on a very logical basis, this sounds ridiculous, you're like, oh, I just know. I mean, it's just, I'm supposed to get better, right? You understand this on a logic level. But inside the body, in this felt visceral sense of it, it brings with it a sense of punishment. So if you're stepping up in a bigger way, you're going to find yourself dealing with opportunities you've never seen before, navigating circumstances you've never seen before, dealing with problems that you've never seen before. And with this hidden programming running in the background, it will cause you to hold back. It will cause you to limit yourself. It will cause you to get stuck in the perfection, but because your internal system is waiting for the smack, is waiting for the punishment. And quite frankly, as a grown adult, you're like, I'm done being smacked. I'm just done with that. So how do you get around it? Because my job is to show you the gap, to show you the opening that's just big enough for you to slip through so you can keep moving forward. So what do? Step number one, if I had my way, you'd eliminate the word failure from your vocabulary altogether. There is no such thing as failure. I say that again. There is no such thing as failure. There is only what you wanted or expected to happen and what actually happened. The space in between is data. It's just data. What you wanted or expected to happen, what actually happened, the space in between is data. Notice that data carries no punishment. There's no lesson to be learned. It's merely data. So I encourage you to take this forward into your week and just begin to look. Where does that create an opening for you? Where are you noticing that, wow, now I've got the lead out of my rucksack. I don't have to overcome that inherent sense of punishment that sort of makes the whole thing feel heavy and hard. And now I can just move forward. So leave me a comment and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Take care.